Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a six-year man, Austin Eckler, and a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On first down, Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's into the hands of Eckler. He's got room past the 30. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you bet.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. That's Samuel, caught left side. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Allen again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play fake. Mayfield. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Here's Mayfield. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Terrace Marshall, 40 yards. As these guys are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He stiff arms it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Ryan Null from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5 now. Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Outright and brought in by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now, this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On play action, Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And again, it's Allen. Uses the stiff arm. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen off the play fake. This is swung out to Eckler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Allen now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Deebo Samuel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Allen will try to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mayfield on play action. Touchdown Falcons. Chigakonkwo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing, Mayfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Mayfield. Touchdown! Sky Moore with his first